Good morning, guys. Sorry, I had a little technical issue. It's a new week. We are hoping to get good setups. Though I can see that most of the setups that we had last week were exhausted by the close of market Friday. So this is the economic calendar for today. We do not have any high impact news. That means the market might be a bit slower. Doesn't mean it will not move, but it will be a bit slower. So already these have happened, and I suggest that everyone get an economic calendar for themselves. It is very important. The source is Forex Factory. You can get it anywhere. Most likely your broker has one as well, so you should keep it. So let's look at what we've been looking at last week. So on our watch list last week, we've been having Great Britain pound against the Japanese yen. Sorry. So we've been looking at the Great Britain pound against the Japanese yen, and the overall trend for the Japanese yen has been a bullish market. This has been a bullish market for the Great Britain pound against the Japanese yen in a daily chart. In 4 hours chart, this has been a bit of some consolidation up and down, but in 1 hour's chart, we can see that we've been looking at the bulls to take over since they had tried to breach this point. They tried the first time. The second time, they've not made any higher highs, so we wouldn't say comfortably that they've breached this area. So we'll be looking for this area very closely. And for now, I would suggest that we stay out of the market, or out of the Great Britain pound against the Japanese yen, since we are still in the resistance zone. It will be a bit tricky for us to get to this market as of now, because we have no any signal that the market has taken, the bulls have taken over, or yet the buyer who activated this market here is still strong in the market. So we wouldn't say that we're in a bearish market or a bullish market. Good morning, Ian.
Juma,
Yes.
how was your weekend?
My weekend was fine.
Good morning to everybody.
Nilishindwa, kwani nyie watu wa
Morning.
nilishindwa nyie watu wa mnapumzika leo. Niliona watu wakidiscuss derive sana shindwa.
Hapo hadi mimi siwezi changia.
Alafu I was wondering, mtu akiuliza broker mgani best, do we say derive is a broker because do they offer currencies?
Wana offer currencies, wana offer indices, hadi crypto.
Yeah, I
Uko
know.
hadi crypto.
That's nice. So yeah, so I mean, everyone should be careful because most of the people get to derive because of the indices.
But hatuwezi sema hakuna broker ananga inaitwaje, ananga manipulations.
Yeah.
Like tunatafutanga tu broker kenyako na manipulation minimal.
Okay, kama unatumianga IC markets, for those who do, because most Kenyans use IC markets, kuna kuanga na different candles from the trading view completely. Ukiangalia market yao unaweza realize mali a candlestick closed, unapata kwao it was a week. So tutapanga webinar ya brokers anyway. So no worries, tutaangalia what we should look at when we look for a good broker. Yeah, those are good questions we should have. Yeah, so how was your weekend?
Mine was fine. So yangu weekend zangu zinakwanga tu zote raha.
Ulikuwa
yangu inanga shida. Iza kuturi raha. Alafu Sasa unajua Monday we hunt for those pips. Alafu hii GJ unakumbuka last week tulikuwa on this resistance zone basa sana, tumekuwa tukirange for this moment, like tumekuwa on this point sana. Like sasa ukiangalia this market imekata kupita hapo sana, like this is ilikuwa the third time of asking at that point, lakini haikuipita hapo. Alafu kuna candlestick patterns kenye zime come up like the previous like 5 hours ago ama hapo, like unaona like kulikuwa na design in the market where the market ilikuja ikapata ile resistance, alafu the bears wakachukua the market kiasi chini, lakini ukapata like kulikuwa na engulfment. Sasa the first time hapo kulikuwa na morning star, like a morning star ni baada ya a bearish candle, then upata a small bodied candle kama inside buy inaweza kuwa doji kama hapa sasa, like this a shooting star, alafu tukapata an engulfment kenye sasa ika take over the market. Lakini sasa the engulfment came baada ya hapo, hiyo engulfment sasa tunapata like a spinning top. A spinning top ni ile candle ndogo ndogo, ni small bodied candles kama kenye na kama hapo. So like these candles baada ya a large movement up inaoneshanga like unaona our buyers actually they didn't get yani enough strength to apeleke that market enough higher, like tungepata another session baada ya engulfment kwamba inaendelea kwenda juu si ndio? Like sasa baada ya engulfment tunangoja like the bulls, kama ni bullish engulfment we want the bulls again when they take the market up higher and higher. Lakini sasa hapo waliacha a spinning top, lakini sasa mimi naweza kwa Japanese candle pia wanaweza ita like an inside bar where like unaona like ina form pattern pia inakuanga kama harami, but it is not like an harami, like inaonesha tu kitu ina signifying kama indicator kwa market, inaonesha like actually the market inaabandoniwa sana, like the bulls hapo hivyo walikuwa na enough momentum to push the market up higher, lakini the next session when walifungua hawako na enough strength again. Sasa ukapata hapo hivyo, baada hapo ndo unapata like the bears waka take over the market na waka engulf. So like mimi nitaka like my current support ama my current resistance kwa hii market ni actually on the bearish engulfment. Staki like wakipita like that bear candle yeah, the big one kenye engulf the previous engulfment sasa naona. So hiyo candle actually imetupea pattern nyingine tena inaitwanga evening star. So like these patterns unapata like sasa mimi naweza weka tu resistance on top of on the high of that candle, alafu ikipitwa tena I'll now be looking like okay, let's take out that high, lakini sasa this time mimi naweza weka tu hapo kama resistance, like unajua engulfment zinakuanga na resistance points.
Yeah.
Lakini utafunza mob on the classes, lakini it is a very nice market to watch all that day.
So for me I would say we are still looking to see whether the bulls have it in them. But until they breach this area, then we will not be looking for any buys until they breach this area. So if I was to trade this market right now, I would use pending orders, or I would wait for them to breach this area. You can see this bar that we had highlighted here previously. It is a good support area to look at.
Support zone.
Yeah, if it breaches this to the downside, we say that we'll be looking for sales. But until then, the market, we can say that we are undecided on what to do with the market at this point. Again, it depends with what type of a trader you are. Remember, for us, most of us here, we are intraday traders, so we are looking for trades that will last us for approximately a day, sometimes 2 days. But for some scalpers, maybe this would work. So you look for entries and exits at the same range. So that is why we are here, so that each and everyone will understand that we are trying to bring these together for the different type of traders that we have. So if you're a scalper, then you look at the market a bit differently. But for us as intraday traders, we are looking for in 1 hour and 4 hours. It's a different perspective for swing traders as well, because a swing trader will look at it from a daily chart, and the daily chart will tell them that it's a buyers, and until they breach this area, they are sellers. So the same thing. But all of us, the most important thing is we are using price action here. So I can see we have very many new guys. We have Eric, have Angelas,
Say hi. Say hi. These people should say hi. It is a very nice morning today. A very good morning.
Angelas.
Morning. Morning, Dennis.
Morning to you. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Sorry nilikuwa na technical issue kidogo, but iko sawa sasa.
Yeah, so I'm just privileged to be part of this journey.
Yeah, karibu sana.
Though I'm still a beginner.
No worries, this is the place. Ukiangalia zile setups tunafanya zitakuguide poa. Yeah, plus if in case you need more, ukiona una float, then you can feel free to contact us. You can feel free to contact us, tutakuguide. We grow together.
Pia penye like unaona like umepelekwa mbio sana ama like you don't understand anything mazee, feel free unmute, sema kenye unataka, like just say what is in your mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So as for now, I'm still following up what you people are doing.
Yes.
Because me, I normally do demo on GU and GJ. So mostly I want to be a swing trader. Yeah, because that is what I feel like will be comfortable with.
We'll look into that. Maybe at the end of the session, any pair that you feel like you've left out, because this is a watch list for now. So at the end of the session, maybe we'll raise your what currency pair you want us to look at, and then we'll go through it. Is that okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Karibu sana. Angelas.
Morning guys.
Morning to you.
Mko fiti?
Si tuko poa kabisa sana. You're looking for
mi pia naanza trading sasa. Najaribu kufollow up what you guys are doing.
How many months now?
Like 3 months.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So karibu sana mazee, we grow together. This is what we do on a daily basis. We look at the charts together. Tunakuwa pamoja. I'm sure by the end of the week utakuwa umecapture good pips. Well, wamekuwa na sisi for like 2 weeks now. You can see that like all the setups that we were looking at perform, isipokuwa a few na zikuenda the wrong way because the only thing they didn't do is movement, but yeah, I would say you're in the right place. So karibu sana.
Sawa, shukran.
So the next pair we look at is USD CAD. The USD CAD. So tumekuwa tukiangalia hii na tumekuwa the USD CAD and the Euro CAD, tumekuwa na conversation kubwa about them. We've been looking at them and having different opinions, and at the same time having the same opinions, many of us, which is good and healthy because it gives us a reason as to why we are getting into the market. So if you look at this market in a daily chart, we see that the bulls were took over here very comfortably. They breached the first SNR area, which is this point, and then they were unable to breach this area. They tried first, at the first time they were unable, and the second time they were unable. On Friday, this is the candle that they closed with. Ian, you can see this clearly.
Yeah.
So in 4 hours, you can see that we're still in a bullish market because since we've not breached this area, this was our highlighted area. In case they breach this SNR area to the downside, then we'll be looking for sells. We'll say that the bulls are losing their momentum, and so we'll be looking at a directional change of the market. But since that hasn't happened, then we're still waiting. And I would like to remind you that patience is one very important aspect or character of a trader, because eventually this currency pair will break out either way. We don't know when, but we know it will happen. And if you're not patient enough, then you will give up and you will get out of the market. When we look at it in 1 hour, we can comfortably say that we've been looking for a bear market, but when we zoom in, you can see that the bears have not taken out the buys, the bulls yet. And we had highlighted this area, and we say that if this area is breached to the downside, then we'll be looking for sells. But until then, we cannot say we have any market direction at this point. I don't know, Ian, if you have anything you thought of during the weekend, because we had said the euro card and the USD card, they were our homework. So for me, it's still the same. We are still.
It's just the resistance we got up there when the bulls went up, and the resistance we got.
Okay.
Ukirudi like the 4 hour unaangalia like the bearish movement kenye tumekuwa nayo tukiteremka pia. Like the bears actually wali slash the bulls by far much. Like unaona the bulls will take more time kupanda hapo, lakini sasa tulikuwa tunangoja by the way kwa euro card na USD card tulikuwa tunangoja like that head and shoulder pattern, si ndio?
Yeah.
Ama ilikuwa euro card solo.
Euro
so
card
like
ndio ilikuwa na hiyo pattern.
Ilikuwa na yeah.
Yes.
So like this one tulikuwa tunangoja like kama the V itaform, si ndio? Like we complete another V.
This V.
Ndio tuenda hadi kwa juu.
Yeah.
But sasa like tumepata resistance na si mara moja, tumepata mara mbili this time. Kwa hii 1 hour. Hebu ni anonate kiasi alafu uone. This one. Like this one, like this place tulikuwa tunangoja like tuende. So this time tuseme like we want it again turudi chini, nice to that point kenya tulikuwa na, but this time sasa tukipata another resistance, tukipata like a support over there, like because tushashika like this was our range kwanza, tulikuwa ndani ya range at this moment, tulikuwa na range huku, there was this moment tulikuwa na range hapa ndo tuka break out, ndio tukaenda above. But sasa tukikuja this time tumefall down, now we want to retest now to confirm kwamba this is the support. I want it to take out this place and ile pattern yako ya V formation will come through. Itakuwa nice lakini, but if we bridge tuko na ile sales yetu si tunangoja sana pia. So in clear market ni ku watch over the week tungojanga to what it will do at this point tulikuwa na hapa chini.
So again guys, we always say that sometimes not trading is the best trade you can do. When the market is so undecisive, then we do not need to get into it. We have very many currency pairs we can look at. We also have metals. We have a lot of, we have a variety. So it just depends on your level. So for now, the Great Britain pound and the Japanese yen and USD card will be avoiding them for the day until we have a very good price action formation. So for the Great Britain pound against the USD, so in a daily chart, we would say that we've been in a bullish market. When we talk about territories, I think we explained last week, and if you missed again, you can still go back to our YouTube channel and watch. We've started posting the analysis, so you can catch up with us there. Look at what we've been looking at for back testing. It is healthy. Looking at these things, I know looking at them repetitively can be boring, but again, that's the only way you can learn. So for the GU, we've been in the bullish market in a daily chart. So for the swing traders, this is important to note. Again, you can see that we have had some formation. We can take a number of formation here. We have some good formation we can draw from these, head and shoulder, double top, and a lot of them. But again, for us, because we are intraday traders, we are more interested with the lower time frame, which is 4 hours and 1 hour. When we look at it in 1 hour, we were expecting the bears last week to come down to this place, and they did, and they started coming back because we were expecting some good support area at this area. And now we said that in 1 hour, the bulls have taken over the market. and we were waiting for a confirmation at this area to see whether they will be able to breach this area that we are at. Now, they have tried to breach, which is good, but they haven't come out very powerfully. But again, as you can see, it is a very good difference that we can count on. You can see that this is where the market is going. So in case it breaches this area with a clear sign, then we'll be looking for more buys. However, right now we may experience some sort of retracement to the downside, so that you can get more buys. And as I always say, we do not need to get into the market when the price is high. We can only get in the market when the price is high and we know that it will go higher. But for now, we'll be looking for some retracement so that we can get our positions. So I would say that this is an area to watch out for good entries and exits. Again, remember that our course consists of what we're talking about, the nitty-gritties, like the entries and exits. So we will be waiting to see our entries here. Again, we have a confirmation that is a buy, but let's be very careful. Today, like we said, for those who came in late, there are no major news against any currency pair. So somehow we are safe. And this area, we say that we'll be watching at this area. In case it breaches the highlighted area, then we'll be looking for more sells. But in case it breaches this point, then this is our first target. So there's not much to look at in the GU, since we had done this analysis over and over again. Ian?
Juma?
Yeah?
How did the week kwanza ili close? How did the week close?
This is our weekly candle.
Yeah.
Juma.
Yes.
Good morning. I'm late.
Good morning. Domingia.
Habari ya weekendi.
Fiti sana mazee.
Wazi.
Tuambie unaonaje hapa?
Hata macho yangu ijafunguka, ndo najaribu yana wafungue macho yangu hapa, niambie mko mkidiscuss nini.
Lakini
wacha yeye anatuambia GU.
On the week, like unaona, like the week penye ilifunga, actually mimi naweza sema tu like why bado on the weekly bado mimi naweza support like the buyers ni juu actually wali rebound from a support zone from where tulikuwa. So from where this week imeamkia, so like kama the bulls watakuwa na enough pressure, actually penye ninaona like uko na range above, so the range ndio penye tuna targets ndio kwa 1 hour. So like that range actually to take out this penye tumeweka to horizontal line actually, na tunajua like when we take it out I'm gonna draw it.
Chora. This is the daily.
So like
this is a daily chart.
Rudisha 1 hour. Juadi daily na tukonfirmia like tunataka like tuende. So like to take out this place, then to retest the line penye sasa tulikuwa na very clear resistance, then tuendange juu nayo to retest to that zone. Lakini me actually I'm very supportive watu watoke like this is like watoke this zone penye tuko tu sahi. Juu the weekly tu ina confirm kwamba tunaweza claim that territory.
So I think we agree on GU. The analysis, we've been looking at this for almost daily for the past 1 week, and we agree that this is our first target in case we break this area. But for now, we are looking for we're expecting some resistance here so that we can get our buys. So let's be ready for that. Again, the London market is almost it's 1 hour away to get open to open, so we'll be looking for more buys, and in case we breach this area, then we'll be looking to make higher highs. For the Australian dollar against the US dollar, wakati tulikuwa hapa tuli expect it will go down up to this area, and it did very well. for more buys, and that is what happened exactly. And we said once we breach this SNR area, which is our first, we were expecting to get some sort of retracement, which happened very well. We were expecting to get more buys, and that's what exactly happened. It breached this SNR area and to the upper side. So we also are looking to get to our target, which is this bar, the highlighted bar. This will be our area. Remember, these meetings are always recorded. If you want to refer to them, you can always do. So this is our area. This is our area of interest. So this will be our first take profit. And in case it breaches that point, and again, we will be looking to make higher highs. But remember, on the way, we also have major SNR areas that may hinder us from going express, if I may say. So let's watch out for that. For now, we are still waiting for some retracement around here. Once we get that in the London market and during the day, then we'll be looking for more entries on the bulls. Ian, what do you think about?
Niko supportive.
Yeah, so
Niko supportive.
Yeah, so for the Aussie, that is what we have for the week. So we'll be looking to make higher highs actually, because we breached the first SNR area. So we'll be looking for for Aussie dollar, we'll be looking for that, unless anyone else have an issue with that. The Euro USD, it's a good one as well. We've been looking for buys as well. These are major currency pairs, remember. We've been looking for more buys. When we said once we breach this area, then we'll be looking for more buys. For now, we are still in the SNR area, so we should be very careful. But again, remember, the first movement was from here to here, and that is what happened on Friday. So those who were in the market on Friday did get to reap good pips then. So this was our first SNR area that was a major resistance. So we are not expecting to breach this area easily. But once we do, we'll be looking for higher highs. But for today, we'll be expecting some sort of retracement again to almost the middle of these candles. Ian, the candle man. Yeah. You can see. You can see.
Take over. Nipeleke 4 hours.
No,
4 hours, the candles from the 4 hours actually in a provide more clear direction.
Yeah.
So actually, unaona, like ukitake a measurement of this candle, the tall bull candle.
Yes.
Like hadi tunaweza chukua tu like where ilipita like the shooting star. Actually, let me draw it. Mimi naweza approximate where the 50% actually is. So like the 50% iko somewhere hapo like ama ni below. Juu sasa like unaona like candles kama hii pia juu tuko na lot of zones kama hapa hivi pia penye hii yako iko.
Yeah.
So like unapata like this was the previous resistance zone kwanza. Like penye kulikuwa kwanza na resistance, so this time tukitoka obvious out of the resistance sasa kuna kwamba obvious hakuna venye kwanza hadi hiyo Audi na USD actually umepata like venye candle like unapata like a very long ama a very large volume ya buyers wanakuja into the market, but actually hiyo market is for confirm kwamba the previous resistance sasa imekuwa the current support. Hadi the market ikienda aje juu lazima tu itakuja confirm kwamba hiyo that zone juu that is the only support, na hata ikienda juu aje itarudi tu na free fall bado juu haina support. So like lazima market making it to support. Sasa the same thing kama hii. So like because this is a very tall like bull candle actually, mimi kitu naweza fanya tu surely ni mark out the 50% na niseme if tutatoka obvious kuna possibilities actually. The possibility ya kwanza ni obvious tuendelee tukiendanga, which means sioni kwanza possibility kubwa sana ya kuendelea na 4 hours juu like tunaona like kuna volume kidogo kwa hii market. Then tuende juu, si ndio?
Yeah.
Alafu pia kuna konga na tuko sasa another like tukuja tena like sasa because it's a tall candle ama a large volume of like kuna large volume ya buyers in the market.
Yes.
So another thing, like because yani tunatafuta like a support and resistance zone, obvious tuko na support ingine hapa chini where we took off. Kuna hiyo support hapo chini kwanza. Then sasa because huku ni chini sana pia, like we were looking for another 50% level. Because like engulfments pia ukitaka kutafuta like support and resistance zones for engulfments unaweza weka on the 50% level. Alafu pia on the candle part, baada hiyo candle tulikuja nayo tulipata like an arami pattern where the market actually iliacha a small volume of sellers, but actually the buyers came back and wakapita like that volume, so inaonyesha like the buyers actually are in the market. Sasa lakini on the previous 4 hour like imefunga like this candle imefungwa sasa ni 3 hours 21 minutes like bado ina remain the candle ifunga, so like the previous 4 hour actually ilituachia gravestone dodge. Ama unasemaje? Because like unaona mi kama kawaida from my candles, a gravestone dodge ikiapen on an uptrend, those are the bulls being buried na actually tutafute like where the market actually can. Juu mi natafuta tu like retracements, sitaki kuangalia vitu mingi.
I agree. So so like I said, we are looking for retracement, and this is always an overview. So for deeper analysis, we have a course that is lined up for you in case you need one. But again, when we're looking at this, hata ikipita hiyo 50% to the downside, we will not take out the bulls until they are taken out completely. So, but our position is to get in when we are in the 50% of this candle. That will be our best entry. But again, remember, this is an area to watch because this is an area of high resistance. You can see what happened in the 1 hour chart. This is a high resistance area. So
but they zoom into that zone.
Yeah. But during the day, we're expecting to close the day while the market has gone higher, probably. But in case it doesn't, we have the whole week to look at. So we'll be taking a short break. I'll be sending the new logins on WhatsApp.
So, Juma, lakini sasa tunajua pia like we don't want to, because we are on a zone, tuko na support and resistance zone pia. Like so like wacha nisiite support and resistance, actually nitakuwa nimegenerate, acha niite tu because it is a resistance zone. So actually we want to see how the market can perform on that zone. Juu pia tukifika on a resistance, we can see like the market ilifikanga hapo once ika resist kupita hapo. So like what can we look for this time, tuangalie like what can the market do at that zone again. Juu we are on a zone kenye pia ilikata kupita the last time, lakini pia we are looking pia to change the polarities in these markets actually, na tuanze kutafuta like the retest on the resistance equal the current support. Lakini pia the resistance inaweza hold ama equal the support now. So like we are just undecided in the market tungoja.
Acha tuende ka short break alafu turudi shortly in 5 minutes. Sawa? Wazi.